Ashad, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has released the draft rules for the Digital Personal Data Protection Act. The rules have been much awaited since the act was passed in the Parliament in the August of 2023. The Centre has asked the public to send objections and suggestions to the draft rules that has been proposed. Some of the salient features of the draft rules includes greater consumer control over the data. Users can demand deletion of their data. Companies should be more transparent with their personal data. Right for consumers to ask the reason why their data is being collected, and huge penalty of up to Rs 250 crore for data breach. Also, children under the age of 18 will now require parental consent to create social media accounts. The Centre has asked the public to send objections and suggestions to the draft rules that has been proposed for the Digital Personal Data Protection Rules 2025. These rules are expected to provide clarity on various provisions of the Act, including consent-seeking mechanism, children's age verification, and more.
How do the rules protect citizens and guarantee their privacy and safety?
Look, the digital data protection law that was passed by Parliament in August 23, as Vasudha mentioned, is a landmark legislation because it for the first time, in a sense, codifies the Supreme Court's finding that privacy is a fundamental right, and this law essentially operationalizes that in the digital ecosystem. It's a very, very modern law. It's a very contemporary law. Far more evolved than the European GDPR, and does a very important thing. It addresses both the issue of citizen rights as well as allow innovation in the data ecosystem to continue. So for many, many countries, this has been looked at as a binary. It's either citizens' rights or innovation. And I think India is showing the way to the world in terms of how a legislation can balance both and address both. So the rules, the draft rules have been ready for a while, and I think I'm glad that it's come out now publicly for consultation, because the rules effectively operationalize the act.
Right.
It creates the data data disputes board, and many other details, including how the citizens have rights. How do you approach the board for breaches, and so on and so forth. So the rules, I haven't seen the draft rules yet, and I look forward to participating in the consultation as well.